Hi guys, welcome back. Please ignore the strange background noise. Boomer is right here being rather annoying. Anyway, we are going to pick up where we left off with Odysseus and everybody knowing that he is really not, in fact, insane and that he is going to have to go to war. I am not going to refresh because you can go watch the video. Do it. Peasants, don't make me do this. All right. Anyway, so Odysseus is successfully recruited. He's gonna have like this long grudge against Palamedes for pretty much always, and it's gonna get a little bad later, but we'll worry about it when we get there. So he plays several roles within the war, and he does several things. So the first thing that he is going to do is he is going to recruit. Why does that look so weird? Anyway. He's going to recruit Achilles, aka find him. So what's going to happen is Odysseus goes to an island called Chalcis. That's not how you spell it. To speak with a prophet who is going to tell him kind of where Achilles is, and also if we don't recruit Achilles, the war is never going to be won. So he gets his information from this sketchy prophet on Chalcis, and then Odysseus is like, cool, let's roll. And so he rolls on out to, what was it, Skyros? Is that where he was? Skyros? I feel like that's wrong. Hold on. What is it? Oh, I was right. Wow, cool. Skyros. Yep, deaf right. To get Achilles to join. Why you gotta be this way? To join the Greeks, okay? But if we remember, Achilles is like hanging out with all the women, and he's Pyrrha right now. He's not Achilles, he's Pyrrha. Achilles isn't here right now, guys. It's Pyrrha. And our little incident with Didamia has already happened. And so obviously Odysseus shows up, and you don't just turn Odysseus down. Like, I mean, he's here. He's real cool. He's got a reputation. And so the king of Skyros is going to welcome I'm just going to say O because I don't want to have to type his name every time. So to welcome Odysseus into his home. And we know this has to do with this idea of Xenia that we have talked about in the... Wow. Xenia in the Greek world. And we remember that Xenia is this idea that you're supposed to be a good host. You welcome these people into your home and... care for them while they're with you, and in return these people typically bring gifts and other things to kind of like say thanks for this. You don't always have to, but it is considered good manners too. So Xenia is going to work in Odysseus's favor. So he knows that Achilles is hiding out among all these women. And so he's just going to kind of play along right now. He's going to be like, oh, look at all your daughters. They're so lovely. How nice. Well, I brought them gifts. Thanks for letting me stay. I don't want to... Oh, brings gifts for all of the daughters. And so, we're going to get a little bit into like sexism here because this is a tale from the ancient world, and we know that women only like jewels and makeup and pretty dresses and nice shiny baubles. They couldn't possibly like anything else. So Odysseus is going to lay out like these stereotypical here's what a woman wants kind of gifts, and naturally all of the daughters are like, ooh, shiny presents, yay. Shiny presents. Okay, but he notices like, that one of the girls seems not as interested as some of the others. Like, she's looking, but like she's clearly not into this. It's just not working out for her. So Odysseus says, oh my gosh, is there nothing here that you like? I'm so sorry. Like, I mean, I only heard about the daughters, and maybe you're just not a normal daughter and your interests are weird. Like, I don't know, man. But here, I've got some other things for you, okay? So he decides, I'm gonna And so he also, among these gifts, lays out a spear and a shield, typical men's weapons. Women's can't possibly interested in like throwing spears. I mean, low-key, I think that would be kind of cool, but that's just my opinion. So he lays out a shield and spear, which naturally Achilles is drawn to because he's a warrior and a man, you know? And that's exactly why. Well, that's version 1. Version 2 is a little, it's like the spicy version, and you can go with it, whichever one. Traditionally, I know the one where he lays out the sword, not a sword. Wow, a spear and a shield, and Achilles like messes with them and like loses his mind, like doesn't lose his mind, but forgets that he's supposed to be a woman, and he like chucks the spear and he's all into it, and then Odysseus is like, I got you, fool. And so that's the version I am most familiar with, but spicy version equals that Odysseus is going to lead a fake attack. Right, and he's going to lead this fake attack against Skyros, and then he's going to like pretend, and there's so many questions here. I don't know if the king knows that Odysseus is about to lead a special attack on him, or a fake attack, or like if the king is just freaking out like everybody else. I feel like because it's Odysseus, he probably didn't tell the king, and he was just like, I'm gonna low-key fake attack this place and like watch everybody lose their minds, because if I don't do this, like somebody's gonna blow it for me. Looking at you, Palamedes, you're gonna blow it for us, okay? So he blows the horn. Oh, Sky, this is and blows the horn to signal full battle. So, like in the ancient world, you blow horns or have some kind of instruments to indicate that the battle's going to start, or this particular group of people need to move here, and etc. And so he blows this battle horn, like, here we are, we're going to attack Skyros now. And when Achilles hears that horn, he nopes out. Achilles here's the horn, he nopes out. And doesn't like nope out of like Skyros, like he nopes out of the daughter's the daughter crew, and then he's all of a sudden like, I'm the man, I'm here to fight. And everybody's like, oh my god, Achilles, why are you so dumb? Why are you so dumb? Either way, Odysseus outsmarts him, gets Achilles into the war, and Achilles is like, oh, it's kind of like I envision like Swiper no Swiper. He's like, oh man, and like he's not really terribly upset about it, but he's just putting on a good show for his mom, so that mom isn't like, oh my god, I can't believe you're dumb and you let them catch you. Ugh. Achilles, wow. So that is one of Odysseus's first contributions to the war. He is going to have several other hats during. He is going to have. What in tarnation? Several other roles within the war. Okay, so during the war, what do we do? Okay. We find out during the war that Odysseus isn't really cute. Sorry, y'all. If you were like hoping for like Brad Pitt levels here, he's not. He's Sean Bean in the movie. Okay, like Boromir from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that dude. So he isn't really cute according to what Helen and Priam say. They say he's kind of like short, and he's really like wide. And like he just kind of looks like your stereotypical meathead. You know, this is totally relevant information, but that's fine. But when he talks, he has like apparently this great like booming voice that just kind of demands that everybody listens to it. When he talks, he's got a great voice that everybody will listen to. So apparently everybody stops and listens to Odysseus when he talks because he's got this great voice. And when he starts talking, you can tell, like, this dude's really smart and he's got stuff up his sleeves. So we should probably listen to him. Okay. So he is, you know, they know that he's got many wiles, but his main role is going to be as a advisor and strategist during the war. Why? Advisor and strategist during the war. Okay, he also is really good at maintaining morale because he's crafty and he can talk. And so he'll like, let's host games, or here, listen to my great words. Let me convince you to stay. Agamemnon at one point is really dumb and like in his fit of rage. You know when you're like in a fight with a significant other and you're just like, well, if you're that mad, you can break up with me. Or like, you can leave. And then the spouse is really mad and they're like, I will. And so then you're like, oh no. It's kind of what happens with Agamemnon and the Greeks. He's like, well, if you don't want to be here, then leave. And the Greeks are like, okay, we will. And they were not playing. They actually were going to leave. Odysseus talked him down from that. He also leads an expedition to recruit Achilles. Remember, Achilles nopes out because he's mad because of the whole, like, you took my girl and now I'm mad about it. So he's one of the three men who goes to have, like, tries to bring Achilles back. He isn't super successful with that, but he is the one that gets chosen to lead that. Just because he's doing all of this more like strategic stuff and interaction with the troops doesn't mean he's not a good fighter, though. He does. He is a good warrior. He captures spies. He kills some kings. You know, defends the camp from night raids. Like he's pretty. Oh, he also captures a seer. Cool. Forgot about that. So he is militarily also very talented, I would say. Eventually, he is going to recruit this dude who we recruit. Wow, I'm struggling. He's going to recruit this dude who is Achilles' secret son. And a famous archer, Philoctetes, which if you've ever watched Hercules, the Disney movie, that is the name of the goat man. I'm sure there's some kind of connection. And then obviously the most famous thing that he is going to be known for during the Trojan War is the Trojan horse. Okay. Ooh. We'll save this for later. Because as we're working our way through the war, this is obviously the Trojan horse is going to be a solution, but we're not there yet. So we'll save the Trojan horse for later. Also, Odysseus is also known as Hecka Cruel. Like, you think like, oh, this guy's really nice. No, he's really mean. He's really cruel. He does do a little bit of murdering, specifically of Hector's son. Definitely may have led to the death of Palamedes, his arch nemesis. So he's not exactly a nice person either. Greeks are going to really like him. The Romans don't like him because of the cruelty. You're like, but Miss T, the Romans are like not especially nice either. And it's like, yeah, but we forget that the Romans trace their heritage back from Aeneas, who is a Trojan prince. And so because Odysseus just absolutely annihilates Greeks like nobody's business, they don't care for him very much. So, you know, there's that. But that's kind of the overview of Odysseus. Oh no, don't freeze. Okay, cool. Post-war, come on. Oh my gosh. Where's my thing? Oh. I think we're on 5. I'm just gonna post-war, the Odyssey. which is a completely different story and is super long and is not going to fit in like the 10 seconds I have left in this video. Okay, so we finished up Odysseus. I'll post it for you guys, and next time we'll talk about some more heroes.